Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Luke Immerse Prime here. So it's time for another video game related video today, and in today's video it's going to be more of like an advice type of video, and this is my advice to players of video games who are on PlayStation consoles and also want to hunt for the game's platinum trophies on PlayStation. So this is me speaking from experience, because I've been a PlayStation gamer since 2022 and I still am to this day. And I've played on a variety of consoles, being, of course, PS5, PS4, PS3, PS2, and PS Vita. And on the consoles that have trophies, I've been able to get at least one platinum on each of them. And this is me telling you guys the best advice I can give you from my experience. So here goes, I'll get straight to the point. So, my first piece of advice to any of you guys who want to hunt the platinum trophies on games is try to have fun with the games when playing them. Don't think of it as like a chore or like a deadline or anything like that. Try to enjoy the games. Like, that's the first thing I could say. Because when it comes to game of trophies anyway, part of the objective to get them is to simply play the game. Because obviously you got to unlock certain things. If it's like an open world game, you got to unlock the open world itself and progress through a story for trophies too as well. So I think it's very important when you're playing a game, just play the game just for fun. Try not to think of it as like a deadline or anything like that, or as if it's a chore to get trophies. Try not to consider it as like work or anything like that. Think of games as fun, basically. Because that's what it's supposed to be. Games are not supposed to be something which is stressful at all. No. They're supposed to be something you're supposed to have fun with. That's the idea of a video game. So, when playing the games, try to have fun. And there's also that chance you could get trophies without even trying to get them. Because from my experience, I've been playing the games normally, not caring about trophies, and I've somehow got trophies from playing the game normally without even thinking about trophies. Without even trying, I've got trophies, which is pretty cool. So, that could be the same for you. So that's probably the first piece of advice I could give when it comes to, of course, the idea of, like, you know, getting the trophies. Just do it by having fun with the games. Don't think of it as like a chore or anything like that. Another piece of advice I can also say is don't rush things, because several trophies in games take a lot of time to get, because many of them, of course, from the games I've played, have massive lists of trophies, like really big sets of them. I've played several games which have over 50 trophies on them, for example, and the journey might not be easy, of course, because it's so big. So the important thing is take your time with it. Don't think you've got to get it in like a week or something. Just take your time. Enjoy the game, basically. That's what I could say. Leading on to the first point is, as well as enjoying the game, take your time with the trophies. And there's some which do take a lot of time anyway because of grinding. Because from my experience, lots of trophies I've got have been from grinding. And it does take a lot of time to get them, of course, depending on how much you've got to do for a trophy, that is. So it's also very important that you don't rush yourself, because there's always that saying, of course, if you have a calm mind, you've got a better focus. So if you go into a game calm, then hopefully you can enjoy the game without being stressed out. So, because games are not supposed to create stress at all, they're supposed to allow you to have fun. That's what I'd say, really, about, of course, Game of Trophies. Another thing I'd also suggest for advice is also to familiarise yourselves with the trophies in the game. So, for example, you can do this by reading the trophies on the console, because they're there for you to read when you, of course, install your game. And if you need help with how to get them, there's two websites that I use in my spare time when looking for trophies to get help on when I need help with trophies. One that I found really helpful is the website called PSN Profiles. I've used that for lots of games I've got platinums on, and it really has helped a lot because it's told me what to do on them. So it really has helped me a lot with being familiar with the trophies and what to do to get them. And a similar website as well called PlayStationTrophies.org as well. I use that one too as well. So those websites, in my opinion, are very useful if you want help on how to get trophies, but it's very important that you know what the trophies are and what you got to do to get them, so you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you'll probably be wondering what you're doing, and you'll probably be clueless. So I suggest that you try your best to make yourself familiar with the trophies, so you know what you're doing. That's the best advice I can say with it. So you can do this by, of course, reading the trophies on the console, or maybe on the PlayStation app. You have a PlayStation app on your phones or other devices. That's what I also use as well to check my trophy progress. I'd also as well suggest for advice, but you take breaks as well. because sometimes games might be so big that you can probably get overwhelmed by it because they're so big. So what I suggest is, if you need to take a break, that's perfectly okay. So maybe take a break, play another game, or maybe just don't play on a console altogether. You know, take some time out of being a gamer for a bit if you getting overwhelmed by it. That's what I'd suggest. So take all the time that you need, really. There's no rush whatsoever when it comes to getting platinums. And if you need to take a break, then that's absolutely fine. Because I've done it several times when playing games. I revisited them as well after taking a break, and it's definitely worth a treat, I must say, really. And I guess also the last bit of advice I can say as well when it comes to choosing what games platinum is, don't be so hard on yourselves either, because there's bound to be games either with lots of difficult trophies to get for several reasons. One being because you got to play the game on a high difficulty for a trophy, and lots of games I've played have had that trophy on them, and I've not got those trophies because I can't do hard difficulty, I'm afraid. I'll stick to easy. And it really isn't easy to get those trophies from experience. I have tried to get them on some games, and it really has not gone well at all. It's all gone horribly wrong, sadly. So maybe if you don't want to be hard on yourselves, pick a game with easy trophies to get, really. That's what I'd suggest. And also as well, another factor when it comes to difficulty with getting trophies for me is also multiplayer, because from my personal experience, I personally prefer to go solo when playing games just on my own, because it means I can enjoy the game without having to worry about the internet, for example. I can just have fun with the game, really. You know, not worrying about the internet, and I can just play it on my own pace, really. But if you guys are multiplayer gamers, or you like playing a hard difficulty, then that's for you, of course. If you want to get that, then you go ahead. But if you want to take it easy, then you do that. That's perfectly fine. Because I take it easy when getting my platinums. I mean, I'll let you guys in on something, because, and I'm not ashamed to admit this, but most of my trophies from games is actually from Lego games. Yeah, I'm not kidding, because last year I did a Lego games marathon on PlayStation, and I got lots of platinums from that marathon on various consoles, being on like PS4 Lego games, and also Lego Pirates of the Caribbean on PS3, and also Lego Jurassic World and several other games on PS Vita, like Lego Round 2, Lego Lord of the Rings, and Lego Harry Potter Years Fighter 7 on the Vita as well. So I took it easy with getting my platinums, and there's a few others which I got platinum for example, the 2 Spider-Man games by Insomniac, and also Ghost of Tsushima, Sleeping Dogs, Saints Row 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. I got those trophies, and those were easy ones to get, but most of my trophies are from Lego games. So there you go. I'm one of those gamers that likes to take it easy when getting trophies. And you shouldn't feel bad with yourself either if you don't want to get a certain trophy, because it's, at the end of the day, it's your journey as a gamer, no one else's. So you do you. You get whatever trophies you want, because nobody can stop you from getting trophies that you want. No one can. So in summary, my advice to Platinum Hunters on PlayStation is have fun with the games, don't rush things, familiarise yourself with the trophies. I've already mentioned the websites being PSN Profiles and PlayStation Trophies.org, which definitely really helped me a lot when getting my Platinums, because I knew what I was doing for them. And also, take breaks if you need to as well, because like I said before, there's no rush. And also, don't be hard on yourself with choosing what game's Platinum as well. Pick whatever game you want. It's entirely up to you. So guys, that's my advice to anyone who's a PlayStation gamer who hunts for Platinum trophies. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to note in the comments what you guys think of getting trophies on PlayStation. If you guys are PlayStation gamers, how is it for you? What's your experience like? Let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you have any more advice, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your advice in the comments. Also, be sure to join the team by pressing subscribe and who's coming in the future. And I'll see you all later.